Managing pressures with emotional intelligence. This is the topic that we'll cover in this presentation. So, yes, how can we live stress free? That is what we are looking into. A stress free way of managing life with proper emotional intelligence. Yes, ask yourself, are you feeling stress? Now, if you say yes, if you say no, or people might not even understand the word called stress. So that is what I'm trying to tell it to you about your health. Stress, sick, no time, tired, headaches, bill payment, stress, debt, job, work, anxiety, retirement, late night fears, savings, insurance, anxiety, whatever comes in your mind. If you look into it, if these are the words, this is you are stressed, and that is what I wanted to go around with. So let us understand the top causes of stress, causes and the factors that comes around it. Job pressures, there is absolutely. What are the factors? Co-workers, tension, bosses, work overload, and you have a burnt out syndrome. Causes is money, loss of job, reduced retirement, medical expenses. Causes health, health crisis, terminal, chronic illness. Causes is relationship, divorce, death of spouse, argument with friends, loneliness. Causes poor nutrition, inadequate nutrition, caffeine, processed food, refined sugars, everything. Causes is media overload, television, radio, internet, emails, social networking. Causes is sleep deprivations, inability to release adrenaline and other stress hormones. So I have told you a lot of causes and what are the factors that comes around it, be it your job pressures, money, health, relationship, poor nutrition, media overload, and sleep deprivation of physical fatigue that sets in. Altogether, this is what is the topmost causes of stress. Nowadays, the sources of job stress is workload, lack of job security, juggling, work, personal stresses, people issues, and so on and so forth. Now, this is what we are talking. The maximum amount is job load or workload that comes around it. People are not able to comprehend the job load, whereas the minimum thing is the lack of job security that comes around it. So people are doing their works. It doesn't gives you a stress, but the maximum stress. But there's this element of stress that comes around it. Yes, people issues, how to conduct yourself, relationship issues comes around it. The next major portion, and the probably a smaller thing is your personal stress that comes around. Now, let us understand stress versus productivity. And in a work day, what happens? How does it goes around it? If you look into it, um, the productivity level is with the blue colors and the stress level is with the red color line that I have pointed it out. Now remember, in the very beginning of the day is at a 9 a.m. probably you are chatting with your colleagues, replying to the emails, consciously working, niggling feelings around it. See, the stress level is going around, the productivity is going around, getting into the mid-morning swings, and probably, and this is where it comes around it. Productivity plummets and stress increases altogether. Start to lag, flight of rumbling stomach, relax, buy lunch. Probably you want to penetrate, and after lunch, again your productivity goes around it. So what happens that productivity comes around and there's a swing that comes around it every now and then. And this is what I'm trying to tell it to you is a real factual event that comes in your product in a day-to-day's life that comes around it. It's the stress versus productivity during a work day we are talking around here. So stress symptoms are common symptoms of workplace stress on your body. Yes, I have a headache. Yes, I have a muscle tension. Yes, I have a chest pain. If this is what the symptom that comes around it, it's one of the workplace stress that is there. Change in sexual drive, stomach upset, sleep problems. On your mood, what happens is anxiety, the sense of anxiety, restlessness, lack of motivation or focus, irritability or anger, sadness or depression that comes around here. On your behavior is overeating or undereating, angry outburst, drug or alcohol abuse, tobacco use, and social withdrawal. And this is what we are going to go about it. This is what we are looking forward to. Is overeating or undereating as a brust can be sure around it. This is what we should be good. So common effects of workplace stress is on your body, on your mood, and definitely on your behavior. So let us take control of our stress altogether. First and foremost, try, try to get relaxed. Make it a choice. Dial it down. All your stress hormone. Go take a break. And that is the only way where you can detoxify your mind, your body, and your behavior. So that is what we are looking out here. So when you are stressed, always, these are the two questions that you need to ask yourself. Is it important or can I control it? If the answer to each of these questions is no, is it worth spending energy on? So, is it important? If you say yes, probably, then you should not go into it. Yes, definitely you have to spend energies. Can I control it? If again the question is answer is yes, then probably you're not stressed, you should manage it. But one is yes, one is no, or both is no, then probably you should ask the third question. Is it worth spending the energy that you want to go around it? That is what we look forward to. Remember, stress management is nothing. It is within our nature. It can be therapeutically managed also. We can manage time if we can make enough time for ourselves. It can be stress can be managed. Exercises, yoga, music, hobby, meditation. There are many things that are in between the heaven and earth where can help you to mitigate stress. Stress is being leading a healthy life. If not a happy life, it is a healthy life and a contentful life wherein you are not worried. You are worry free as the case might be. Steps to reduce the job stress. Since job stress is the maximum pressure that comes around it, let me understand what how can we do it. Take care of yourself. First and foremost thing, take care of yourself. Try to find out, listen what is happening, get moving with the passage of time, get enough sleep, make healthy food choices, consume alcohol in moderation, stay away from nicotine, find work life balances, maintain a positive attitude that comes in your life, absolutely positive attitude that you need to go around it, build upon it. That is what job stresses will take care of it. Take care of yourself. Talk to an attentive listener. Get moving. Get enough sleep. Make healthy food choices. Stay away from nicotine and find a work life balance. So, this is what we should be going through. Now, job stress reduction. How do you go about it? Can we prioritize one, two, three, four? See, wonderful. Instead of contemplating or abusing self, probably you are meditating, right? So break projects into smaller things. Once you've prioritized, then probably smaller assignments and milestone you set for yourself. Be willing to ask for help or delegate. Do not overcommit yourself. Leave early to prevent tardiness. Rehearse, prepare, and keep a sense of humor that comes around it. We are looking for a sense of humor every now and then that is there. Now let us come with Eisenhower matrix. I love this matrix for a lot of reasons because it can help you on the four condition. Is the job important or is the job urgent? How do you decide it? So in case if it is important but not urgent, so decide on the time when you will do it. But when it is not important, neither urgent, you can neglect it or probably shift it into a leisure time. But what happens when the job is urgent but not important? Urgently done. It needs to be done. Probably you have to pick your kids from your school, but not important. Probably it's an urgent. Yes. Delegate to somebody. Yes. Ask somebody to pick your kids from the school. Similarly, urgent and important, do it immediately. There's no way you can designate it for a later point of time. So if it is there, if you can classify the work on the basis of urgency and importance, urgency is a time limit, time-based, importance is task-based. Yes, the component of emotional intelligence do comes in because the presentation is managing pressures with emotional intelligence and how can I neglect emotional intelligence. Believe me or not, emotional intelligence actually can help you a lot way, not only winning over your stress, probably even winning over your foes also, and make them friends for life. So there are two components about emotional intelligence: knowing things about yourself and knowing things about others. When I say others, it might be society per se or community per se. So from within ourselves, it is self-awareness and self-management. Within society or community is social awareness and relationship management. So self-awareness, the ability to recognize your emotions, their impact while using gut feeling to guide your decision. Self-management is the ability to control your emotions and behaviors and adapting to changes circumstances. Social awareness, the ability to sense, understand, and react to other emotional feel comfortably all together. This is what we are looking for it. Relationship management is the ability to inspire, influence, and connect with others, and managing the conflicts as the case might be. This is what we are looking for it. So, if you can manage yourself, absolutely, if you're aware of your strength and weaknesses, and then probably if you're aware of the context, the community, the society, the ability to sense and understand and react others' emotion, it should be helpful to you. Remember, relationship management is the ability to inspire, influence, and connect with others and manage conflict thereby. So, managing stress to realize when you are stressed, stay connected with your internal emotional experiences. Yes, very true. Recognize the use of non-verbal cues and body language. Develop the capacity to meet challenge with humor. Resolve conflict positively. Always positively. Nothing but positivity counts in the long run. And in workplace is something which I can always say. So one way to relieve stress is to communicate your feeling, be true to yourself. Never ever neglect the fact that you are camouflaging your emotions and feeling altogether. So that is what workplace communication is all about. It the best phrase to use is this the hard time for me to say, or this is the hard time for me to say. I don't mean to offend you. Probably you are wanted to give a negative connotations, but in wrap it with positive emotions around it. So I need to talk to you about something. I really need to speak to you about something you might not be aware, and so on and so forth. So listen, be clear, speak softly, be courteous, and things like that. So workplace communication is find the common ground. Yes, people might not be agreeing with it. People may be at tandem with one another, will be in conflict with one another, might not be going around, but doesn't make sense to be at loggerhead, right? So try to find certain things that is common to both of the interested. Please find a place where you can harmonize. You are aware of the fact that this is the way it needs to be carried forward. So that is what workplace communication is all about. It always, I repeat, always leave the channel of communication open. Never close onto the doors. So avoid workplace conflict. What is it all about? It set an example. Be friendly. Pick your friends wisely. Work. Keep documentations. Pick your battles. Stay calm in confrontation. Accept others as they are. This is what we should be going around it. As with a workplace conflict, be yourself, be friendly, be accommodative, pick your friends, tread your path very nicely and wisely. Work, keep documentation, pick your battles, stay calm in confrontation, accept others as they are willing to go around it. Please be themselves, be it with them. So, stress and its friends meet depression and anxiety, and that is what I keep on saying around it. This is what has been the most contemplating things around it. If you are stressed, you are slowly and steadily going to be getting depressed, and anxiety is going to follow it up to you, and that is something which is detrimental. You have stress, you have grief. If you have depression, you have shame, you are frustrated, you have anxiety. So there is what stress will take it to you. It will prevent you from working to the optimum level of yourself, being yourself, the real you that goes around it. So how do we go about and mitigating those stress things? Probably with physical activities and emotional intelligence. I've already said it to you. Physical activity has proven to reduce stress and improve mood altogether. Relaxation techniques can help anxiety and panic and depression. If you look into it, play with your pets, go for a outdoor activities, so on and so forth. And this is going to give a wonderful relaxation techniques to you. It helps to improve anxiety, panic, and depression thereby. With these few words, I would like to wind up this particular presentations on managing stress, probably, and in a positive ways with emotional intelligence. Thank you for watching this video.